This is TNA, the new face of professional wrestling.
It is for the NWA World Tag Team Championship belts. Let's get Impact kicked off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your opening contest on TNA Impact. It is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the NWA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers, total combined weight, 437 pounds, Andy Douglas and Chase Stevens, the Natural.
This is a tag team that's been there before on 2 occasions. The Naturals, Chase Stevens, that man, Andy Douglas, have held the gold. It's another opportunity for the Naturals to regain the titles.
And their opponents, accompanied to the ring by Gail Kim, total combined weight 463 pounds, Cowboy James Storm, Wildcat Chris Harris, the NWA World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted.
We got tag team championships on the line, and think about this, Mike, a team that always faces AMW so well, and you know the Wildcat Chris Harris knows it. The Naturals are one of those teams that for some reason match up so good with AMW and always seem to have their number.
We've seen it in the past. AMW, Don, you're right. 6-time NWA World Tag Team Champions, as the Wildcat Chris Harris so rudely informed you at the broadcast position. But if you think back, the Naturals have had their number.
It's just one of those matchups. We see it in sports every day. Certain people match up better against other people, and it has always been the case with the Naturals. They've always been able to get in AMW's head, and this is something that they're hungry for. They want to be back in the picture of TNA, and what a better way to do it than to be the tag team champions.
It's been a week, but has it really sunk in yet, DW?
No, it hasn't.
We said it at the top of this Impact broadcast. A legend retires, and a man returns tomorrow night at Destination X. Sting! Steve Borden is coming back to TNA. And all week I've been thinking about it. It's been going through my mind. What does he have in store for Jeff Jarrett?
You know, I keep thinking about 2 things on there. Number 1, who does Jeff Jarrett have on speed dial that he talked about last week? And is Jeff Jarrett thinking that maybe he went too far? He should have let well enough alone. He should have let Sting retire and head off into the sunset. But he didn't. And he's angered him. And he'll be here tomorrow night.
We've talked about this, ladies and gentlemen, for the nearly 4 years of TNA's existence. No one in professional wrestling does Sunday 3-hour pay-per-views like TNA. No one does pay-per-views like TNA. And you have the opportunity to witness Destination X. It's less than 24 hours away. There's something for everyone at Destination X. The Ultimate X structure is still in place as we see AMW in real trouble, courtesy of the Naturals.
Well, we've heard the crowd scream Brokeback Mountain whenever these 2 guys get together. That was like a scene right out of a movie.
We'll detail everything that's going to go down at Destination X, and we'll do it right after this commercial break when we return to the tag title match. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. iMPACT, the continuation of the NWA World Tag Team title matchup, and all during the commercial break, it's been more of the same. The challengers, the Naturals, taking it to AMW just like that double team. Chase Stevens cover. No, just a 2 count.
It's obvious that Jeff Jarrett's not the only one worried about Steve Morton and Sting. I mean, returning here tomorrow night at Destination X. It's obviously that's affected America's Most Wanted too. They have just been out of sync. Right there you see Storm though going for a quick pin, but from the beginning of this match, it's been all natural.
Yes, the challengers have been in the driver's seat up until this point. The Tennessee Cowboy James Storm going to try and turn it in the favor of AMW. Quick cover, pin, no. Talk about a nonchalant cover from Storm. Not great positioning as far as putting his body on for the lateral pin attempt, and that allowed Stevens to kick out. But here comes the Wildcat in. Stevens trying to fight back from his knees, back up to the vertical base. Series of right hands in the midsection, but Harris cuts him off.
Well, there's one thing we know about AMW. They are so good as a team. That's why they've held that belt so many times. And you can see right there, Chase Stevens telegraphed it. Chris Harris made him pay for it. And now he goes and he just can show his display of strength. And look at him just hold Chase Stevens up there at will.
America's Most Wanted. Yes, they're going to be a part of Destination X in that 8-man tag team war. That's exactly what it is. We've seen the battle lines, Don, for several months here in TNA. It comes to a head tomorrow at Destination X. America's Most Wanted, the Monster Abyss, and Jeff Jarrett to face a 4-man team that you will see tonight. You're going to see Team 3D, Rhino, and The Truth.
And you can see right there the posing by the Wildcat, but that just gave Chase Stevens the opening he needed. And you can't do that with a team of former champions like the Naturals, especially a team as hungry as they are. And that's exactly what they needed. Get it back, good knee.
Douglas connects, drives the knee right into the chest of Harris. Now all 4 men in. Chase Stevens has got Storm up to his shoulders. There's the double team, and he dropped him with the neck breaker.
Tell you what, the Naturals absolutely fired up right here. And look at this one right after another. And the new champion. No!
You see that ominous structure up above the ring. Ultimate X, that's also a part of Destination X tomorrow. Samoa Joe to put that X Division title on the line against the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels and the phenomenal AJ Styles. Oh man, back elbow. Harris caught him, and Storm's got him up. Watch the double team.
Oh, nice counter right there by Chase Stevens in midair. Able to get through, and here he comes.
Pin him.
He got him.
2.
Oh, he barely gets his shoulder up in time.
How close can you come?
Unbelievable. We almost had new tag team champions.
Oh, no. Gail Kim mounting the corner. Andrew Thomas right in her face. Andrew says, get down. Check this out, the Canadians. Here comes Bobby Roode, and here comes Eric Young.
Well, they sneak in while Gail Kim's got Andrew Thomas distracted. And all he can hear is just the action going back of the Naturals now basically are 2-on-4, and that's just too much to handle.
Oh, you're not kidding. The Canadians, well, they came out to turn it around, but it looks like the Naturals have something for Team Canada. He never saw the Northern Lariat. He drilled him. The Canadian enforcer, Bobby Roode, decked him.
Oh, and you can see right there Eric Young going after him always, and that's going to give the advantage right back to AMW. As Chase Stevens just got a kick right to the face, and that's leaving Andy Douglas in no man's land.
Gail Kim distracted the referee. Andrew Thomas, Don, I'm sure he heard things going on behind him. He probably thought it was a full legal wrestlers of the match. What's going on out there at ringside?
You can see Chase Stevens been handcuffed.
That's what it is.
Stetson being set up right here. Can he hit it? Oh, he nails it. That's going to be all she wrote for the Naturals.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still NWA World Tag Team Champions, America's Most Wanted.
There's the proof. There's the evidence. They handcuffed Chase Stevens to the guardrail, and then AMW hit the death sentence. And America's Most Wanted, Harris and Storm, keep the tag team titles as we head into Destination X and their 8-man tag team war. Also tomorrow at Destination X, you can't miss it. It's the return of Ultimate X.
No matter how much I achieved, no matter how far I went, they doubted.
For 9 months, you've run roughshod over the X Division.
Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine. You've beaten
and you've bloodied.
Those who doubted, I made them regret.
Samoa Joe, for all your brutality, what do you do when you are at the ultimate disadvantage? As brutal as you are in this ring, and as relentless as you are outside of this ring, this match goes above it. This match is beyond it.
Christopher Daniels, I've kicked your head in. AJ Styles, I've almost ended your career. Yet you two still stand before me and you doubt me. And for that, I will make you regret.
Destination X, what's one more bridge to cross? What's one more Ultimate X? This is my match. This is my world. This is my Ultimate X. Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, prove me wrong!
You will doubt me, and I will make you regret.
Still to come, Team 3D, Rhino and the Truth in our 8-man tag team main event. But up next, it's an X Division qualifier. It's Chris Sabin versus Sanjay Dutt versus Alex Shelley when we return to Impact.
It's a feud that refuses to die. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and the unbeaten Samoa Joe wage war in a high-wire, high-risk free-for-all, Ultimate X. And it's Christian Cage's first NWA World title defense as he battles the alpha male Monty Brown. Plus, a legend retires and a man returns. TNA Wrestling presents Destination X, live tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
We are less than 24 hours away from Destination X tomorrow night, live and exclusively on pay-per-view. Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko. Larry, I have to ask you, Christian Cage, not here. Monty Brown, not here. Tonight, what's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what's going on, JB. TNA management has been all over me for that fiasco that happened last week. Monty Brown, Christian Cage, not allowed anywhere near the Impact Zone tonight. Tomorrow's Destination X. And it's going to go just the way TNA management wants it to go. In fact, I got Earl Hebner going to be the referee. He's going to guarantee that there's no funny stuff at all in that title match.
Just the guy I'm looking for. It's TNA management's very own puppet, Larry Zbyszko. Oh, come on, Larry. I am not going to forget how you threw all of us, and I mean all of us, under the bus.
The bus.
Oh, look at me. I'm Larry Zbyszko, bus. I don't know what anybody's talking about. I'm just a big idiot. You know what, Larry? Zip it. I'm not falling for it. You can fool everybody else, but not me. When this happened, I knew I was going to have to go around and fix Jeff's messes, but I didn't expect to have to go around and fix yours. You know what, Zbyszko? From here on out, keep one thing in mind. I'm watching you. Keep it in mind, Zbyszko. Don't screw up again. This is brutal.
Larry, what's he talking about?
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a three-way X Division match scheduled for one fall. Introducing participant number one from Detroit, Michigan, Alex Shelley.
The man with the paparazzi cam in a high-stakes international X Division competition, because the winner of this three-way matchup not only gets a spot on Team TNA, the U.S. squad for the upcoming World X Cup, but it will also determine the U.S. representative tomorrow for the International X Showdown at Destination X on pay-per-view. More details as this matchup unfolds. There's the close-up look at the man behind the camera, Alex Shelley.
The second participant in this contest is from Bombay, India, Sanjay Dutt.
You know, you mentioned the importance of this match and everything that's at stake. But when I see Alex Shelley coming down that ramp with that camera, I still get the vision in my mind of Steve Morton looking into the camera and saying, I'm not coming as Sting, I'm coming as me, and I'll be there at Destination X.
And finally, from Hell, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
Yes, the victor, the winner of this three-way X Division matchup, will gain a spot on Team TNA in the upcoming World X Cup. We already know one member of the team, 20-year-old Jay Lethal, recently qualifying to be a part of the TNA squad. But also the winner of this three-way match will participate tomorrow at Destination X in a four-way international X Division showdown. We have three people already in that matchup. Petey Williams representing the Canadians. We have the Durango Kid representing Team Mexico. And we have Puma from New Japan. Who's it going to be in the four-way tomorrow at Destination X? We're going to find out right here.
Well, you can see a little bit right here of Sanjay Dutt and Chris Sabin working together, but only one can win, so at some point, it's going to have to be all for one and one for all, and you can see the teamwork as it's working to their benefit. Oh, and that's what I'm talking. Chris Sabin just went right up there and nailed Sanjay Dutt in the head.
You just heard from Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko that neither man involved in the world's title match, and well, speak of the devil, there's Larry himself looking on, of course, the importance of this matchup as it relates to Team TNA. Neither Monty Brown nor Christian Cage allowed in the impact zone, less than 24 hours away from their world's heavyweight title matchup, but that's not going to stop us on Impact from tracking them down. We've got the satellites in place on, and we will be talking later in this Impact broadcast to both champion and challenger.
Oh, we've got to find out their thoughts, especially when you realize that the NWA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line tomorrow night at Destination X. It'll be the first defense of his title by Christian Cage and Monty Brown, somebody who has wanted that title for a long time. It's going to be his opponent. We're going to hear from both of them later on in this program, and I want to hear what they both have to say.
In addition to that, also later in this Impact broadcast, I had a chance earlier today to sit down and talk to the former NWA Championship, Jarrett. I'm going to ask the tough questions. I did earlier. You'll have the chance to see that upcoming. Jarrett's going to talk about the return of Sting. Steve Borden coming back to TNA. Quite honestly, a legend retired, but a man returns tomorrow at Destination X. Sanjay Dutt flung out to the arena floor.
Well, you saw how quickly this became one-on-one-on-one. As early on, Sanjay Dutt and Chris Sabin working together, but realizing how much is at stake here, you can't do it. And Alex Shelley, I think, has used the problems that have developed between Sabin and Dutt to his advantage, and now Alex Shelley has the advantage.
Big slam, powered him right down to the mat. The man behind the paparazzi cam. Alex Shelley mounts the corner, went frog splash, caught nothing but canvas.
High risk, no reward on that one. And Sanjay Dutt in there so quickly. I mean, you could barely even catch him on the camera. He's that fast, and look at him twist and turn. He misses, but he lands on his feet.
Great recovery in mid-move by Sanjay Dutt, but then he's elevated up into the corner. Sabin charges at him. Wow, quick roll-up here by Sabin on Shelley, but it's blocked. Not even a pin attempt. Oh, the Enziguri drilled him in the back of the head.
And right then, Sanjay Dutt nails the kick right. Oh, he turned him inside out. Alex Shelley. Whoa, man!
Come on, look it right here. You have no referee. Me, baby.
I don't have the time for this nonsense. I don't have the time for this.
Referee Slick Johnson right in the face of Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko. What the hell was that all about? You have no referee.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen Slick in that place before trying to get something situated right there, and Larry Zbyszko was looking at him like he was crazy. Oh, man!
Spinning powerbomb! Oh! Just a 2 count for Sabin on Shelley because Sanjay broke it up and then drills Sabin with the knife edge chop. We've seen these two together many times in the past as a tag team, but they realize the importance of this matchup. They know what's at stake.
Sanjay, oh, and again he drills him, and Sabin used the momentum, and he does it again. Sabin, it's so nice to see him. He's doing so well on the ankle that it hurt him so bad. And you wonder if it's going to become a factor in this matchup, and so far it hasn't. But this thing right here has been dead equal all the way.
Sanjay crashes down the chest of Shelley, and oh no, just the 2 count. Winner of this matchup goes on to be a member of Team TNA and competes tomorrow at Destination X in our 4-way International X Division Showdown. Standing switch by Shelley. Series of elbows by Sanjay. Double him over with the boot and taken up into the air. Quick counter. Wow. Tombstone-style pile driver. Saved by Sabin in time?
Yes, barely.
Before the 3 count.
Just barely in time as you see him in the ring surrounded by what makes up Ultimate X. Oh, Alex Shelley's got it right there. And he's just got up in time to keep it from getting... Oh, what a nice spin kick by Sabin. And another one. And another one.
Series of kicks. Gonna be cradle shock time. He's got the legs crossed and driven down. Count 1, 2.
Sabin done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Chris Sabin.
Still to come, 8-man tag team main event. Team 3D, Rhino, and the Truth, they are featured. But up next, we're going to hear from Jeff Jarrett. He talks about what he has in store for Sting. Steve Borden, back tomorrow at Destination X.
An icon returned from a glorious past and proved to the world that greatness still lied within.
He's back! It's showtime in TNA! And Sting is ready for his return to professional wrestling!
Look at, he's got the bat and he takes care of the guitar.
And he did it! He answered all the critics! He answered all the questions! The face of TNA is changed forever!
But in the depths of his being remained unrest.
I gotta do this. It was a memory that I do not want to forget, and I don't want it to be tainted. And so I want to take this opportunity to say goodbye.
And once again, he returned to the pantheon of legends.
Sting's not gone. I know it. See that? He's not gone, and this makes me really nervous.
But he was publicly humiliated and personally provoked.
Alex, I want you to go prove to this guy. Prove to me, prove to the whole world that Sting's a quitter.
Jeff, I know you told me to go right up to him, but, I think patience is a virtue here.
Look, John, Paul, George, and Stingo.
Sting is gone.
We'll give Daddy a kiss. There you go. Jeff, you should give him a kiss with your guitar.
Now it's gotten personal.
Tell Jeff Jarrett he's out of his mind. This isn't funny to me. You don't film my family, my personal life. Tell him Sting's not coming to the pay-per-view. You tell him Steve Borden's coming to the pay-per-view.
Did he say he was coming to the pay-per-view?
We are screwed.
A legend retires. A man returns.
I got an idea. I got his number on speed dial.
Sting, Steve Borden returns to TNA tomorrow at Destination X. Earlier today, I had a chance to ask Jeff Jarrett about exactly that and more.
His name is Steve Borden. Sting quit. Did I invade a man's privacy, or did Alex Shelley invade a man's privacy? Absolutely not. We never went in his house. We never went in his church. We never went inside the gym. He was on public property. Look, for years, the paparazzi has followed public figures. None whatsoever did we invade his privacy. Did we go too far? Absolutely not. Why would I take responsibility for Sting returning? And Sting's not returning. You heard his words. Steve Borden is. Sting left. He quit. He quit on the people. He quit on himself. He quit on the fans. He quit on his family. Eric Young is a moron. He's the one who instigated this over the last month. He wouldn't drop his name. He wouldn't shut up. Eric Young is responsible for this whole mess. He's telling me when, he's telling me where, he's even telling me why. He's showing up. Steve Borden's coming. But you know what, Tanae? I've got somebody now. I've got somebody up my sleeve. I've got a plan laid out. From the days when the old Stinger rolled up to my old man's place to the end of his WCW days, he fits in that 20-year career span somewhere. And no, he's never been in TNA. He's been all over the world. He's held world titles in every organization he's probably ever been in. Before I even set my sights on the NWA World title, I'm going to take care of matters the way I want to. The battle lines have been drawn. Myself, AMW, and Abyss, the cornerstones of TNA, are taking on 3D, Truth, and Rhino. It's going to be an all-out war. And when I come ready and I come prepared, the King of the Mountain never ends up on the short end of the stick.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Impact Zone. You see the Ultimate X structure is in place. Ultimate X, yes, it is tomorrow at Destination X. Back at ringside, Mike Tenay, Don West. Don, I did everything I could to try and get that information from Jeff Jarrett about who his mystery man is tomorrow to counter Sting at Destination X.
I mean, from the moment he said that, dozens of names are going through my head. I mean, think about the key thing. He's never been in TNA before. Who could it possibly be that he's got his back?
We'll find out tomorrow at Destination X. But look at what else we have in store for you. It's an 8-man tag team war. It's Jeff Jarrett, America's Most Wanted, and the Monster Abyss to face Team 3D, the War Machine Rhino, and Ron the Truth Killings.
But it's been called the most innovative match in TNA history. It's Ultimate X. The bell is going to hang at the top of the wires about 15 feet above the mat, and only one person can bring it down. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Ultimate X.
It's going to be absolutely incredible tomorrow at Destination X, but now let's check out Global Impact. It's Mike TNA on location for Impact in Tucson, Arizona, the spring training home of the World Series champion Chicago White Sox. It was late last year during an in-ring gift exchange between TNA Wrestling and the Chicago White Sox. Let's just say, guys, we were rudely interrupted by the Diamonds in the Rough. Luckily for all of us, there's no sign of Simon Diamond anywhere here in Tucson, Arizona today to make the presentation to former wrestler and current White Sox coach Dale the Demon Torborg, as well as White Sox catcher A.J. Brzezinski. It's X-Division star Chris Sabin.
We'd like to present you, A.J., and the rest of the Chicago White Sox with the replica of the X-Division Championship belt.
Wow, thank you. I'm speechless right now. Thank you. On behalf of the White Sox, the whole organization, myself, thank you to TNA. Thank you for everything you've done. And with this belt, I'm going to take it. I'm going to do something special with it. I'm going to make it a presentation every game to the player of the game. Whoever has the best game, they get to carry it around for the night. But one thing, it's going to be in my locker a whole lot.
You know, I just want to thank you guys. We had an absolute blast while we were doing our match. I'm going to tell you one thing. We have proven to everybody that the Chicago White Sox, the World Series champions, and TNA, the champions of professional wrestling, are the ultimate tag team. Thanks.
Up next, it's Team 3D. Rhino and the Truth against the Diamonds in the Rough. The Prince of Punk and Maverick Matt. Our 8-man main event is next.
It's a feud that refuses to die. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and the unbeaten Samoa Joe wage war in a high-wire, high-risk free-for-all, Ultimate X. And it's Christian Cage's first NWA World title defense as he battles the alpha male Monty Brown. Plus, a legend retires and a man returns. TNA Wrestling presents Destination X, live tomorrow night on pay-per-view.
There's no question the tension is building for tomorrow night at Destination X when Christian Cage makes the first title defense of his newly won NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt against the challenge of the alpha male Monty Brown. You'll recall that last week on Impact, the two brawled all over the building, resulting in Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko barring both men from the Impact Zone this week. As a result, joining us via satellite, first from his home in Tampa, Florida, the defending champion Christian Cage, and the challenger already in Orlando, Florida for tomorrow night's championship matchup. It's the alpha male Monty Brown. And Monty, let me start with you first off. What was behind that unprovoked attack on Christian Cage last week?
Unprovoked? It wasn't unprovoked. There was plenty of provocation in that attack, and the attacks will continue. I am on the hunt. I told you, Christian Cage, I was stalking you, and that was just a mere example.
Christian Cage, the word going around the TNA locker room is that Monty Brown injured your ribs with that pounce last week on Impact. The big question is, are you 100% for Destination X tomorrow night?
You know, actually, I'm not 100%. You know, I have 3 cracked ribs, and I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. I'm the World Heavyweight Champion, and now these kind of things happen, and this isn't Lady Fitness, you know what I mean? I have to get in there tomorrow night at Destination X, and Monty Brown, you want to occupy my spot, you want to become the man, you want to become the World Heavyweight Champion, you're going to have to pry this title from my cold, dead hands, because I'm not giving it up.
I don't want to. I'm going to. Get it right, Christian.
All right. Alpha male, from the moment that you step foot in TNA, you've been asking for one thing. You've been asking for the chance, the opportunity to become NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Are you ready to take advantage of that opportunity?
Am I ready? I was born ready. You're looking at a superior athlete. You're looking at a champion.
Christian, in the world of sports, it happens so often. An individual or a team will strive to win a championship. Is there any chance that you could suffer that same letdown factor tomorrow night at Destination X?
I mean, there's always that risk in this business. There's always that risk in this business. And the thing is, you know, I mean, people wrote me off before I even got to this point, wondering if I had what it takes to become the World Heavyweight Champion. I proved them all wrong. So if there's any doubters, I'm just going to prove them wrong again.
Well, don't accept it, but it will happen, Christian. Bank on it.
Monty Brown, you are no stranger to high-pressure, high-profile situations after appearing in 2 Super Bowls. Does that give you an edge tomorrow night at Destination X?
Of course it gives me an edge. Like I told you before, I am a true athlete. I am a true champion. This is how a champion looks. This is how a champion conducts himself in true professional manner. That is the alpha male. 2 Super Bowl appearances. A true...
You're sitting here, you're talking about what a great athlete you are. Nobody's denying that, Monty. You are a great athlete. You're one of the greatest athletes to ever step foot in TNA. And you know what? If I wasn't the man here, I would probably bet that you would be the next guy. But you know what? It's not going to happen. Not now. I mean, you're talking about, I'm gonna compare it to this. You played in the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Monty, you were an outstanding athlete. You are an outstanding
an outstanding athlete.
I'm going to make a correction. You are an outstanding athlete. You were a great linebacker, but you weren't Lawrence Taylor. Now I'm going to compare that to here. You were a great wrestler, but you are not Christian Cage, and you are not the world heavyweight champion, and you never will be.
Not yet, Christian.
World heavyweight
It's going to happen at
no,
Destination.
It's not going to happen.
You can compare me to whoever you want to. This is the true champion. This is the true athlete, and I will dominate you, destroy you. Come Destination X.
We'll find out.
All right, gentlemen. We'll find out tomorrow night who the best man is at Destination X.
Ladies and gentlemen, your featured contest on TNA Impact is a one-fall, 8-man tag team match. Introducing team number 1. First, the Prince of Pop, Shannon Moore. Accompanied to the ring by Simon Diamond, Primetime, Elix Skipper, and David Young, the Diamonds in the Rough. And accompanied to the ring by Tracy from San Antonio, Texas, Maverick Matt.
Mike, as we start off this 8-man tag, I want to thank the fans for making Bound for Glory the highest-rated wrestling DVD on the Billboard charts. And Genesis is out now. Check your local stores. You don't want to miss that one.
Just shows you the immense popularity of TNA Wrestling. Also, check out our website for more details on all kinds of TNA merchandise, TNAWrestling.com.
And their opponents, first, from Detroit, Michigan, 260 pounds, he is the War Machine, Rhino.
First member of the 4-man team to hit the ring is the former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Yes, the War Machine is ready for our 8-man main event.
From New York City, Brother Ray and Brother Devon, they are Team 3D.
Just a glimpse of what you're going to see tomorrow night at Destination X. And Team 3D, the War Machine Rhino, are going to team up with Brother Drew Gillings in an 8-man tag.
And that one's going to be an out-and-out war against AMW Abyss and Jeff Jarrett, all a part of Destination X tomorrow.
And finally, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 232 pounds, Ron the Truth Kelly.
Quite honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how a pay-per-view could get any better or any bigger than Destination X tomorrow night. Think of the world title match, Christian Cage and Monty Brown. Think of Ultimate X for the X Division title. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. Think of the return of Steve Borden. Sting is back, and Sting has his sights set on Jeff Jarrett, plus the 8-man tag team war that we just talked about. It's going to be incredible. I can't wait till tomorrow night.
Well, Destination X wasn't anticipated enough because you can see the structure of Ultimate X right there in your background. And you think of Christian defending his title for the first time. You throw in the fact that Sting, who's now coming as Steve Borden, just to take out his wrath on Jeff Jarrett, is going to be at Destination X. You don't want to miss it. You want to be there tomorrow night.
Jarrett may deny it, but let's face it, Jarrett and company, with Alex Shelley in that paparazzi cam, they went way over the line. They got way too personal as far as Steve Borden's concerned, and I'm sure as far as many of you are concerned as well. Sting is back tomorrow at Destination X. What will his role be? I know he's got his sights set on Jarrett, but then Jarrett's got a mystery man also to counter.
Well, that can show you the respect that Jeff Jarrett has for Steve Borden or Sting. If he's going to go out and recruit somebody that we don't even know who it is, just to have his back. It's going to be a pay-per-view, the likes of which you cannot miss tomorrow night. Destination X.
Representing Team 3D, it's Big Brother Ray in the ring. Fresh Man, Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore. Obvious weight advantage and size advantage for Brother Ray, but Shannon Moore taking advantage of David Young raking the eyes just moments ago and putting taking, way overhead with the release suplex.
Brother Ray showing his strength right there as the Prince of Punk has been flying over him, and Brother Devon now in the ring. I was wondering if maybe these guys might be looking ahead to tomorrow night, but it doesn't seem like it. It's almost like they're using this to get themselves prepared.
Brother Devon, high hip toss takeover for Maverick Matt. Gonna shoot Matt off. Oh, take him up. No, quick float over. Swinging and miss with the clothesline. Great agility. Matt lands on his feet. Ducked the contact, but he didn't miss that. Back elbow dropped him in mid-move.
Brother Devon right here, somebody that has been in so many different kinds of tag team action, whether it's the 3-man, 4-man, or of course, tag team with him and Brother Ray. I just picture this group. I love this mesh that we have of Brother Devon, Brother Ray, Ron the Truth Killings, and of course the War Machine. And they are 4 people that are going to want to get their revenge on Jeff for a miss and AMW.
Brother Devon in trouble, courtesy of Simon Diamond's Diamonds in the Rough. Hold on, quick commercial break upcoming. More of our main event when we return. And welcome back, everyone. Main event action, 8-man tag team bout. Oh, Brother Devon from Team 3D, pin attempt, but no, primetime Elix Skipper. He matrixed out of the move and drilled him with the kick. And wait a minute, what's the deal here? Simon Diamond, what's...
At what I just saw on Global Impact, the audacity that we go and hand a title to AJ Przinsky and Dale Torborg in Tucson, Arizona.
It was a gift exchange.
As a wrestling purist, you should have vomited like I did. Well, AJ Przinsky, Dale Torborg, you haven't heard the last of Simon Diamond.
What the hell does that mean?
It's totally, whatever that situation that happened there, when the gift was given to those guys, it just kicked Simon Diamond off to no end.
I'm done. It was several months ago when Simon Diamond interrupted the gift exchange. TNA just trying to make good on that, going out to Tucson, Arizona. Spring training camp of the World Series champs. Sounded like a threat from Simon Diamond to the Sox, Przinsky, and Torborg.
You can see right here, Brother Devon going for David Young. He's got him. Can he take him up? And yes! That just shows you the strength that Devon has.
Oh, Devon digging down deep. I think that move may have cost him as well. Both Brother Devon, David Young down in the middle of the ring. Slowly getting back up. First to his knees is Brother Devon.
This team can't afford any injuries whatsoever when you realize they've got tomorrow night where they're going to be up against Jarrett, they're going to be up against Abyss, and they're going to be up against AMW and Ron the Truth Killings. Fire it up right there and levels David Young.
Just got word from Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko, as well as TNA management. Extra matches and the Destination X, Ron the Truth Killings. He just drilled David Young. Maverick Matt misses, but the Truth didn't. How about this? After the interference earlier by the Canadians, you will see Team Canada, Bobby Roode, Eric Young against the Naturals tomorrow at Destination X. And of course, I can't wait for that 6-man tag, Latin American Exchange against the James Gang. And yeah, Bullet Bob returns to the ring. 66-year-old Bob Armstrong, the father of BG James, returns to professional wrestling. This 8-man has broken down completely.
It has. Just all hell broken loose right here, and you can see everybody. It's just brawling right now. It's still a total control of the referee. Can't seem to get it figured out. Right now, in the ring, you've got Brother Ray and Maverick Matt. Maverick Matt, nice kick right there to the jaw of Brother Ray.
Brother Ray went for the back body drop, and it cost him. Oh, but he connected first with that big swinging clothesline and the mid-ring slam.
You can hear the crowd show their appreciation for what Brother Ray has done. But wait a minute, Tracy just came in.
From behind, Brother Devon was headed to the top rope. Tracy!
What was he making? That's a stupid slam.
Whoa.
Oh, are you kidding?
Ready to make a wish?
Oh, man. Brother Devon, if he hits this perfectly, he's a lucky man.
From the top!
There he goes. How do you describe that?
Wait a minute. Check out Brother Ray. Brother Ray pointing to Brother Devon and Ron the Truth Killings. What are they going to do? Communication between these two.
They're telling him to get the tables. They're making him go get them as he was telling them to go get them.
I got you. That's what it was all about. I knew there was a discussion about the tables. Oh, no. trouble.
Well, it took too long right there. The indecision on who was going to get the tables actually cost him right there as the momentum has turned around and the Diamonds in the rough have run the Truth killing 2-on-1.
Simon Diamond's crew with the double team move on the Truth. David Young, is he going to go for the cover? No. Yes, he is now. Pin. No. Just a 2 count. You saw Skipper up on the top rope. Now David Young going to pull him out. There's the leg drop that missed.
Just missed. Run the... Wait a minute. There's the War Machine. Oh! Gore! Felix Skipper got drilled.
Back in the ring, swinging a miss with the clothesline by Young. And here comes the axe kick from the Truth.
Spins him around. 1, 2. They got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Rhino, Team 3D, and Ron, the Truth Killing.
It's all a part of Destination X tomorrow. Yes, it's Christian Cage and Monty Brown for the NWA World Heavyweight title. It's the return of the most innovative match, Ultimate X. And check this out. Yes, Jarrett, AMW, and Abyss. The battle lines have been drawn. These are the two teams that square off. And what role will Steve Gordon Sting play tomorrow night?
Destination X, I want my title shot.
Whoa! He's beating the tar out of him right now, Mike.
This is not your one. This is my match.
I will silence those who doubt.
This is my Ultimate X. It's mine.
And I think as a partner, I'll be great with you guys. I'll be right here.
Eight-man war, all-out warfare.
And I'm going to eliminate 4 of my problems there.
Turn it on!
Tell Jared he stepped over the line. Tell him Sting's not coming to the pay-per-view. You tell him Steve Gordon's coming to the pay-per-view.
I wanna feel alive.
Right now!
Gonna find out what's up.
Let it go! Look behind him! He black hole slammed it right through the wall! My God! Get the kingdom!
This is my world. Where is your damn daddy? We're gonna mash on his ass.
You are gonna face it.
The sad day is coming directly to you.
You will doubt me, and I will make you regret.
You don't film my family, my personal life.
Got an idea. I got his number on speed dial.
Who could it possibly be that's got his back?
Sting is coming back to TNA. A legend retires and a man returns.
He's gonna wish that he never got me started.